Let me ask y'all a question, man. If World War III were to jump off, what would you do? Are you prepared for this type of shit? As Americans, unless you've seen combat in other countries, you've never seen any sort of stuff like how Ukraine is seeing, you know, their world right now. Are you prepared for that? You know, I don't think it would be an invasion. It wouldn't be an invasion. You know what I'm saying? If we were to go to war, it would be, if it's a limited nuclear strike, that would be a blessing. But I have a feeling it would be mutually assured destruction. Do you have faith in the commander in chief right now to even give us a warning if it were to go off? There's a thing, Michelle Khan did something where she tried a nuclear war simulation. And based on the options in 10 minutes, it ended bad. Here's the thing. The second question was, the first question asked, does the president want to alert his family? The second question is, does he want to alert the public? In all honesty right now, do you think our commander-in-chief would even notify us if it were going down? Ask yourself that honest question. Do you think he would even give us a heads up? Now, the people in the know, you'd be able to see different air traffic stuff going on, helicopters flying all over the fucking place and all that shit. You see that shit in the sky, then you already know it's coming. I see the Blackhawks do the run to Mount Weather all the time out here. It's a regular occurrence. They fly down the river. They're going to Mount Weather. That's where the facility for our congruence of government go to in the case of a nuclear war. They practice this shit several times a week. I see it all the time. When I first moved out here, it wasn't like that. This is a new occurrence that's happened within the last year or so. Are you prepared for this stuff? I mean, I'm going to tell you right now, man, if we exchange in a giant conflict with any other superpower, there will be no running water. There will be no clean food, nothing. Everything will die. Everything will be gone. And we don't even think about it. Let's worry about what Chief Handler's saying. Let's worry about what's on the Epstein files. Let's worry about all this other stuff that's inconsequential to what's really going on in the world. We are on the verge of a nuclear, all-out worldwide conflict, probably involving nuclear weapons. That attack on Venezuela was a deliberate action. We're trying to seize people's oil. It's an act of war that Congress never approved on. I don't know, man. Do y'all love this country? I liked what it used to be. 90s and early 2000s were some of the greatest times I think I've ever experienced in my life. It's been nothing but downhill ever since then. And we've tried. I got my voting rights back. I went and voted. I tried. Yeah. Stupid people talking about, dude, Trump gave me my voting rights back in Florida, and Youngkin gave me my voting rights back in Virginia. The two places I had felonies at. So, actually, if I didn't have the felony in Virginia, I could have got all my gun rights back in Florida. I could have been running around the street just strapped the fuck up if I wanted to. Yeah. So, with that being said, I don't know, man. I guess prayer is the best thing we can hope for, but I've already put it in my head that this is going to end in a flash with no warning, no sort of, any sort of reprisal or anything. It's just going to happen when it happens. Going underground ain't going to save you. It's a clusterfuck, man. How'd we get here, man? You know, like, did we embody our inner racism to the point where we just said fuck freedom entirely? Because that's exactly what happened. And we're seeing it slowly but surely. And, you know, I do got to say to the ones that are waking up and coming back over to this side, y'all MAGA cats, look, man, I'm happy you woke up. But I'm going to tell you, I'm a never Trump guy. So I don't trust you. I'm off break. I don't trust you. But I will try to understand. I will try to fucking be like, I will practice forgiveness. Sorry you got us here. But we ain't going to forget. We ain't going to forget after all said and done, man, when we have to rebuild this shit and pick up the pieces. We're not going to forget who caused all this chaos and havoc. Anyways, I just had some thoughts, man. Like, I just got on to the internet and started looking at the news, and I'm just like, damn, dude. I said, just damn, you know? You know, it's all stuff I said 5 years ago was coming, and it all happened. So, I'm not a prophet. I'm not your fucking savior. I'm just some dude that's trying to stay alive in this crazy-ass world. So, I don't know. The people that are watching, man, if this is hitting your head at all, man, you know, just keep doing what you need to do, man. Be happy. Enjoy your life. Because some fucking rich dude with a silver spoon trying to take all your money away from you and tax us and make us all poor does not give a fuck about what you feel like. We got to rely on each other to feel that way. Boost one another up. When you see your homeboy fall, pick his ass up. Don't sit there and just laugh. Pick his ass up off the ground. Y'all have a good day.